Hello, my name is Matt Ellis. I am the Vice President of Operations with ACE Consulting Company, and I wanted to spend a few minutes to talk to you guys today about time impact analysis. A recent article put out by McKinsey and Company, which is a large consulting firm, resulted in findings that said that on large scale projects, 20% of them went longer than expected, and 80% of them went over budget. And that number is not a lot better on even small scale projects. So, our scheduling portfolio here at ACE measures in the thousands of schedules. And unfortunately, we see that most of them, a large percentage of them actually, are behind schedule and also over budget. And if there are three things that most project managers on construction projects are after, or three of the more important things that they're after is safety, budget, and schedule. So for two of those to be impacted in a negative way ultimately can mean dollars at the bottom line for your company. So what is a way that we can assist with that and help to rectify those situations? And that is through a time impact analysis. Essentially, at its core, a time impact analysis takes the root cause for your delay and produces a tangible result for how you were impacted and how you were delayed on your schedule. Whether you were not or whether you were, then you can take that tangible result and turn that into a modification that will cover your cost and hopefully get you reimbursed or made square, or making a profit on your project. It's unfortunate a lot of contractors don't realize that they have this opportunity or the ability to do this, but it's a very, very useful tool. It's a very, very helpful tool to make sure that your project stays on track and you meet the profit margins that you need to reach. So what can be a reason for it? Why can we have project delays, and what do we do about that with the time impact analysis? That can be measured in RFIs, design delays or design bust, permitting issues, delays in document review. All those things are just some of the items that can cause your project to be delayed. So the basic crux of what we do on a time impact analysis is that we take your delay and we break your delay down into fragment activities in your schedule. So if we had a series of RFIs that you had for a design delay, for example, we put a fragment activity in there for the RFI submission, the RFI being answered. If there's a proposal due on that, we put that in there as well. We map out the date for you from start to finish of your delay, and then we tie that to what it impacts in your schedule by schedule logic, predecessor, successors, things like that. So what happens is we take the schedule beforehand, we look at what the critical path was. When the critical path is shown to finish, we insert your fragment delays, and we see what happens to your critical path. Obviously, if we've added time to your critical path after we have assessed your delay, then you are due time. And you can quantify that, and you have a tangible result to quantify that. We then take that, create a narrative for you as well that can hold up to scrutiny by your reviewer, and you have a hard piece of evidence, your schedule, and a narrative that goes along with it that shows this is my delay, this is how I was impacted, and this is what I believe that I'm owed. And the crucial part to that is not only to help assess time, on a normal modification or contract adjustment, but it also is to help to your overhead cost. A lot of people don't realize that. They worry about getting their labor and the equipment and the material covered within the mod, but you don't think that this 30 days to perform this actual piece of the work may impact your critical path by 30 days, which in turn means you have to have job site facilities out for an additional 30 days, portable facilities, management, your superintendents, your project managers. A lot of that stuff goes by the wayside. We don't realize it, and that adds up a lot, especially if we start getting into meaningful time. If we're 6 months a year past due, we could be talking about 6 figures easily that you could be entitled to. And again, unfortunately, a lot of that stuff just gets overlooked. We see so many schedules that are behind, and nothing ever gets done about that. And we have to kind of encourage our clients, or let our clients come to us and offer solutions on how we can get those things back on track and get them equitably adjusted to what they are owed. A good way to assist in that is proper schedule maintenance. So long as you have a good baseline schedule, and you are able to make sure that you've gotten it accepted and that it holds up. You do all the steps to go through as far as making sure all your stuff has predecessors and successors, calendars, the right activities are defined, and then importantly is updating it on a month-to-month basis. We can do our time impact analysis from 2 perspectives. We can use it off of your last update or the closest update to when your delay occurred, or we can go back and we can do what's called normalizing your schedule. And we can go back to your baseline schedule, insert your delay at your baseline schedule, because we have a baseline that says this is how we had intended to construct this project or perform this project. And we are able to say, this delay happened, or this series of delay happened, and this is what the project critical path is looking like now. And we can analyze how that's laid out and help you assess what you're due, the damages and overhead and monetary values that you're due for that project. So that's just kind of a little bit about time impact analysis. It's very important. If you do have a schedule that you would like for us to take a look at, we can always take a look at it for you, provide you insight on what we think we can help you with. Even if it's just something as simple as schedule maintenance, it's very, very important to maintain your schedule on at least a monthly basis. A reporting period of at least a month. If you ever get yourself into a pinch, God forbid you have to go into litigation or anything like that to get it worked out, it's very important to have that tool. It's a very, very powerful tool to have. So we can take a look at that for you, see if there's a way that we can help you out and get you brought up to speed and get you what you're owed. If you guys have any questions, we're always here. We're more than happy to help you out. And thank you very much.